Yes, we're live.
Hello, guys. Welcome to About the Mind podcast. I have Ashwin with me here. Welcome, Ashwin.
Thanks, Yuvraj. Thank you very much. Always happy to be here on your podcast.
Okay, so we'll be talking about motivation today. So, the first question that I have for you, Ashwin, is how can we define motivation
Hmm.
or to get some clarity on the topic?
Sure. Just give me 1 second. Just give me a second, okay? Hmm.
Ashwin, you're on mute. You're on mute, I think.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry for the rough start. I've had a rough day. Anyway, we were
Okay.
talking about motivation. What did you ask me?
Yes. The question is, what is motivation? How can we define it?
What is motivation? The definition of motivation is that it's an energy to get up and do things. So it's
Okay.
an emotional thing, really. It's an emotional energy or an emotional positivity, enthusiasm to uh, to get up and do what you want to do. That's motivation, okay? Or whatever
Okay.
you're motivated to do. Yeah.
Okay. So this energy has to be pleasant, positive, or can it be negative also? Like,
Um, yeah.
say,
I mean, it can be born out of anger, but then finally the intention is to solve a problem. So to put it,
okay,
good you asked that question. Let me redefine it. Motivation is the energy that arises within each one of us to solve a particular problem in our lives.
okay,
That's what motivation is.
okay. So,
Oh, we have we have a lot of viewers. Hello, Vijaya. Hello, Shweta. Hello, Divya. Hello, Smriti. Thanks for being here, everybody. And let's continue. All right.
so,
Glad you found the motivation to come here. Sorry. Go on.
so is motivation as an energy different from desire?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very
So,
different because motivation is a physical energy. Desire can just be something emotional, which kind of comes in your mind, and you feel strong emotions towards something. And but with motivation, you can't sit down. You can't.
hmm,
You can't. You have to get up and do things. You can sit and
hmm,
desire someone and crave for them and long for them and miss them and that and this, right? You can
hmm,
also do this. You can also do this about your life. You can crave to
hmm,
be a millionaire, but you don't get up and do things. But motivation, you can't sit. You can't sit anymore. You have to
hmm,
do stuff.
hmm. So it's either you have it or you don't. There's no in between in case of
Yeah, yeah,
motivation.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Motivation is what no in between. No, it's an on-off state. It's either there
Okay,
or not there.
okay.
There's no
And
little motivated. I'm slightly motivated to do this. Then you're not motivated. If you're not
uh,
getting up and taking action, you're not motivated.
uh, uh, and what about in case of people who say they're lazy, but so they think they're lazy and they try to do things thinking that I'm lazy, so I'm doing it slowly, but I'm somehow getting
No,
somehow
they're
doing it.
demotivated. Yeah, obviously they're demotivated. I mean, a lot of things make me demotivated. There's a lot of things I don't want to do, like file my taxes. I can't do this stuff. That's why I hire people to do it. Okay. So whatever you're not motivated to do, but you have to do, just hire someone to do it. Amla
Hmm.
khatam.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, then you will feel motivated to solve that problem by
Oh
another
yeah,
method.
then you.
I,
I feel very motivated to get other people to do my work, which I don't feel motivated to do. I just make calls and I get it done. Because overall, when you say and you set a goal and say I want to do something, there's maybe 10% of it that you really enjoy, 90% is shit. So then
yeah.
you need to find other people to do that 90% for you happily, right? I don't like cooking. So I'm
Hmm.
very motivated to ask people to come and cook for me. So I've already
Hmm.
interviewed 3 clowns. Now I'm going to interview the fourth one. I hope he doesn't turn out to be a clown tomorrow. But if he
Hmm.
comes, great. So I'm so motivated, see,
Hmm.
to get
Yeah.
someone else to cook for me. But I'm not motivated to cook. There is a lot of vegetables in my fridge. There's a lot of dals and there's a lot of rice. And I know to cook. I'm a good cook. I learned it at a point when I thought I'm too poor to hire someone to cook. That's what I used to think then.
Hmm.
That's what stops people. Because you think they're too poor, too old, too young, too this, not the
Hmm.
right gender,
Hmm.
or I don't know, man. A lot of men don't cook because they're not the right gender for some
Hmm.
reason.
Hmm.
So this kind of stupid shit stops us. We should really stop letting stupid shit stop us.
Hmm. Hmm.
Stop letting stupid shit stop us. Yes, that's what we should do in life.
Okay. One phenomena which I noticed among women, housewives especially, some
Mhm.
of them say maybe they don't like cooking, for example,
Mhm. Mhm.
but they also don't want someone else to cook because they feel that there is something happening
Oh
energetically.
yeah,
Or
yeah. They feel they're losing power there.
mm,
And someone else cooks, then what's my significance here? What's my
mm,
importance? I'm losing my power. I'm losing my
mm,
influence. I'm losing my value. I'm of no value here if I can't cook. So better cook and make everybody eat my horrible cooking, even though I don't like cooking.
yeah,
That's the worst because everyone suffers. Because everyone
yeah,
has to eat. Everyone has to eat cooking made by a demotivated person. So you know what? The worst experience in life is to get served by a demotivated person. This is the worst experience in life. Okay. For example, going to a hotel where people don't want to give you good service, then the bed will be dirty, the bathroom will be dirty, the water won't be clean, and it's just like miserable. And then when you make a call to fix it, nobody comes to fix it. This is the experience, and this is what many people experience after they get married also, because both of them are not motivated to get married. The parents trick them into getting married, and this is what happens when people go to engineering also. Parents trick them into getting into engineering. Parents trick them
mm,
into getting into medicine. Why do you think so many doctors can't cure people? Because they're not motivated. Why do you think I am not a doctor and I cure people? Because I'm motivated. You see? Big difference there.
mm, mm,
You do MBBS because your parents forced you. How you will cure anyone?
yeah,
So that's the point. Don't do shit when you're demotivated. It's a problem for others.
yeah, yeah.
Just don't do it.
Can you create motivation in yourself?
No,
Is that possible?
no. Don't even
So
try.
it just happens.
Yeah. All the fools doing affirmations and that and this. And somebody asked me, how can I love someone? How can I love my spouse better? You either love him or you don't, or you'll either love her or you don't. How can you
Mm,
create love? How's this?
mm,
So it's the same thing. You can't create motivation. Once you know this, you can be so relaxed. Oh my God, I can't create. I can't create motivation. So I'm not motivated. Then you get real motivated to tell people that you're not motivated and if they can do it. That's what I do my whole life. So 90% of my effort is telling other people that I'm not motivated. Can you do this? Sometimes I don't even mention I'm not motivated. I just tell them I'm very motivated that you do this,
mm.
and they do it. I have a show called Daily Pashupati. It comes daily. How? I'm not sitting in front of the camera daily. I'm not that motivated, but it's happening, right? Because I hired the right people, and it's coming daily.
Okay. So, what is the source of this motivation? Where does it come from?
God,
Where does it originate?
Her Majesty, Mahakameshwari. Who else? It's divine. Motivation is divine. That's why it energizes you. Those who do not get in touch with the real true motivations are living a non spiritual life of great suffering and poverty and sorrow and disease and eventually death. Yeah. Motivation is the life force given to you by God. All the idiots who don't believe in God, leave, go. I don't want to talk to you. If you don't understand there's a greater power than you that's running the show here, I think everything is random. I used to be that guy until I found the power and I started understanding it, started seeing it, started honoring it. It's there within us, We're all very motivated to do something or the other, but we just don't. We have 10,000 other excuses, 10,000 arguments inside. So much kachra. Hearing this from me, this message, okay, then you'll make some kachra against me and dismiss it, saying, "Hey, ये क्या कुछ भी बक रहा है, उसको कुछ पता नहीं है." And then you're done. You're done. In 10 words, you can dismiss me. Not even 10. In 3, 4 words, you can dismiss me. If he was the truth, then he would not be like this, and they'll pick up something. And they'll say he doesn't have yogi appropriate behavior. Somebody told me I don't have yogi appropriate behavior. You should behave like a yogi. Why can't you just bless us? Why can't you just sit quietly and bless us? Imagine me sitting like this. People will take this photograph, like they'll screenshot this, print it out, and put it. Now you don't have to do anything. Just watch this hand. Oh yeah. Make my marriage okay, Bhagwan. There's some fools are calling me Bhagwan. I'm not Bhagwan. I'm not confused. Okay. Motivation comes from Bhagwan. And if you can't use it, then you lose this whole. You lose the contact that God wants to make with you. Mahakameshwari wants to make this contact with you. She wants to tell you, hey, we're in this together. You are Apara Shakti, I am Parapara Shakti. And, of course, Shiva is Para Shakti. So I want to flow through you because Para means I'm Apara and Para. So she's in union with Shiva and she's also in union with us. We are the tail of, she's the head, something like that.
What do the
And if we,
words?
yeah, para means transcendental, which is beyond this world, yeah? Indescribable, having no form, having no attributes. Niranjana, Nirakara, Alakshana, that is Shiva. No form, no attributes, no nothing. You can't even talk about Shiva. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing. Shiva is nothing. So you can't describe nothing. It's a mystery. Shiva is both infinite, eternal, and mysterious beyond your wildest imagination. We don't know what it is. We can't even perceive it. But Shakti takes forms. She is Saguna Brahman. Shiva is Nirguna Brahman. And Shakti is the various forms that you see everywhere around you, the various energies you see around you, the various elements you see around you, okay? But you are Jiva. There's Shiva and Shakti and there's Jiva. There's 3 different things. The Jiva is Apara Shakti, which means non-transcendental, pretty much here. Tangible, touchable, okay? Just a minute. Okay. What? Avrata tagade. I'm sorry, not many people understand the concept of podcast. Anyway, so just to give you a background, I shifted my house. I'm in Mysore. The whole house is a mess. And I am very motivated to get things in order and do my podcasting despite all of these people walking in and out. So forget it, ignore it. Okay, so Jiva is is what we are. How limited are we, right? Like I can't reach anything beyond my hand. My phone is beyond me right now. I need to bend. I need to engage my back to get my phone from there. See? How much can I think about? We think our mind is infinite and can think anything. No, it can't. It's going in little loops and circles and it's got its own familiar places. That's where your mind can go. You have to stretch your mind if you want to understand what I'm saying. Like I stretch my back. You have to stretch yourself if you want to understand what I'm saying. Otherwise, you'll sit and understand everything from what you already know. And what new thing have you understood? If you didn't open your mind to something you don't know, right? So we can slowly move little bit by little bit. In chess, the queen can move any direction, anywhere, wherever she wants. That is Parashakti. Okay, the king can move like one thing at a time, right? Just tick, 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 tick. Hardly you can't even like. But he's very powerful. He can knock out anyone. That's Shiva. And the pawns in front that can move only tick, straight, or if they want to cut someone, tick. That's it. We are that. We have limited movement. We're like the pawns. Okay, our body is like the pawns. Jiva is embodied like that. But Jiva always craves to be infinite. Jiva is jealous. If you get over those dirty emotions and you agree to your finiteness and you allow the Divine Mother to take you and defend you and help you because you are so handicapped. When we don't recognize ourselves as handicapped, we start thinking our abilities are beyond us. That's when we don't ask for help. One of my mentors said, I can't trust anybody who doesn't ask for help because he'll take on something that he can't do. He won't ask for help and he'll mess it up. So he doesn't trust anyone who can't ask for help. So he puts people in difficult situation and watches. When's he going to ask for help? If he asks for help right away, he's hired. If he struggles for 1 hour and then asks for help, we say, nah, we don't really need you. So that's the thing. Okay, Samir has questions. Vijay has questions. Vijay is going to take my snapshot and worship it. Great shortcut, no? To actually using your brains. Okay. Samir is saying, Guruji, if we have a motivation and 90% of that motivation is outsourced to others, then does it make sense to fulfill that motivation? Don't do that 90% shit that other people will gladly do. The beauty of being a human being is whatever the hell you're not motivated to do, somebody else will do if you pay them. How beautiful is that? Isn't it amazing? What an arrangement. That means you can just do 10% of your work. People talk about the 20-80 rule. I talk about the 10-90 rule. Okay. Just do 10% of what you're doing right now. That will be what you're really motivated to do. You'll do it really well. The remaining 90% let other people do. Hire them. They'll do it. Every part of it. They have to understand that when you hire someone, they have to understand that if they don't work, when I hire a cook, that idiot has to understand that if he doesn't work and he doesn't give me my food, I won't have energy to make money or to, do what I do. I do 10% of the work. Okay. So I won't have the energy to do my 10% if he doesn't do his work. So then he's got to understand that and say, oh, every day I don't go, uh, the enterprise is not making money. So I have to go. So people have to understand that. And they'll be like, yeah, it's a sense of responsibility. A lot rests on your shoulders. Even if you're the cleaning person, even if you're the janitor or the whatever it's called in British English, I don't know. Janitor is American English, but I hope everyone understands. The guy who sweeps, okay, and cleans and keeps everything clean and makes everything disinfected. You're saving everybody from corona. Now your job became even more important. So people should be paying you double if you're the person who cleans. You're suddenly so important, right? Not suddenly. This is always of importance. I hate
Yeah.
cleaning up, so I want someone else to do it. I don't even like to fold things. I like to throw things. And
Yeah.
I'm happy if somebody comes inside and folds it. I'll pay them a salary. I don't mind because when they do it, my room is decluttered. Then I can think clearly. Otherwise, I will make myself into a mess. I will, I will, I will create a mountain of mess around me if I'm left alone. Yeah. So I'm not motivated. I'm not motivated to sit and wash vessels. I can't. I don't have to. Nobody who's sitting and washing vessels thinking that they have to has to. How about we learn to get along with each other as a species, and then we can truly understand what we can specialize in what we were born to do, man. What makes our heart sing, we can go and do that stuff, that shit. Okay, cool. I hope that's clear. Let's go on.
Yeah. Okay.
Samir, I hope
So,
you got your answer. Sorry, go on.
what do you think about affirmations as a tool to motivate yourself or to bring yourself to what you want, to focus on what you
If you
want?
see someone doing affirmations, you keep one of my tools. I've,
The junkie one.
ha. Incidentally, I don't know where it is after all the shifting. I'm not sure where it is. But you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when moment somebody starts reading an affirmation, give him like take a whip. I have a nice hunter also. I had three. They lost it in the shifting. I'm an amazing. I have an amazing stick also. My guru gave it to me. Jyoti Ashan gave it to me. So anytime I see someone doing affirmation, I take that, give them two, three, four, five shots, and then they'll stop. Okay, stop them immediately because they're really wasting the time. Stop them immediately. Okay, you see anybody saying affirmation, they post, "I am wealthy." मारो साले क्यों झूठ बोलता है wealthy कहाँ से बन गया तू काम कर साले लग जा काम पे. The problem is people don't do the work they want to do. Huh? I am healthy while eating ice cream. What to give one? What? Hard one. That's what I think of affirmations. I forgive everybody. ये तो कौन होता है forgive करने वाले? Jesus or what? Why you have to forgive everyone? I am in deep gratitude. Why, bro? For what you are in deep gratitude? For your shit life? Why are you in gratitude? I want to ask you this. I can't take this affirmation, guys. Anyway,
Okay. So, that reminds me of this thing which I noticed when I used to teach kids, like 15 to 17-year olds. So I noticed that none of them are actually afraid of failing. Like they would score less marks and they'll come and complain that we scored so much. So that's how do we improve and all of that. So I realized they're not afraid of failing. They are afraid of what will their relatives say to their parents and what will their parents say to them. And if they try to communicate to their parents, apparently from their perspective they don't understand. So
well, Arun calls it, one of my students, Arun, he calls it ETC, end of thinking capacity.
for the children or for the parents.
For the children. Relatives are very easy to get rid of. I learned it very early in life. You just borrow money from them. I mean, try to borrow money from them. Make it an amount that is not small. In those days, it was 10,000 rupees. I would just ask them, like, hey, uncle, I know you're very concerned about my life, but there's something I really need. Do you mind giving me 10,000? I want to start a business and I want to make you proud. Can you please lend me 10? Something like that. You say, I want to get married. I'm short of 2 lakhs. But I want to give you a good wedding party. So do you mind lending me 2 lakhs? They'll be gone. The same people who are asking you to get married, they'll be like, gone. So that's a good way to get rid of relatives. But you can't do that with your parents because you're already spending a lot of money on you, right? So
Yeah.
if you want to make your parents shut up, then I don't know. Um, I never quite succeeded in that, but I was able to at least do what I want to do. So then, what do you call it? I call it believable lies. What they want to hear, you tell them, and then they'll say, "हाँ, ठीक है, ये ठीक है." Then it goes up from their mind, right? So basically, when somebody gets on your back, there is a loop on which it should end. So my teacher taught me this: when you punch someone, right? The fist is looking for an impact. It need not be on your face. If you just put your hand forward and impact that fist, when it's coming, the guy's punch stops by reflex. It's one of those things, right? If you're rotating, if you're rotating your leg, I think you're rotating your leg right. You're rotating your leg left, and suddenly you do the leg also starts going right. You can't control it. It's one of those things. Like both your eyes move together, right? You can't
Hmm.
move only one. I mean, you
Yeah.
can move this, you can move this. That means there are signals to move it, but they blink together. It's like locked objects. So there are some locked objects in our consciousness. And so when somebody is on your back to do something,
Hmm.
like you're a student and the parents are on your back to,
Hmm. Hmm.
God, you're going to make such a mess. There's something they want to hear so that they'll shut up.
Hmm.
Why are they doing this thunder? This thunder will stop on one signal. If you know the thunder stopping signal, for those who don't understand uh, Tandav, it's the dance of Lord Shiva which destroys the universe. So that's what parents do when you fail, right? Tandav.
Yeah. Hmm.
So the only way to stop the parents' Tandav, there'll be something they want to hear. You have to figure out what that is, how the thunder will stop. If you figure that how to stop the thunder, you just give that one thing and the thunder will stop.
Hmm.
What they want to hear from you. So some parents want to hear sorry 6 times. After that, they'll be all right.
Hmm.
They say, yeah, I understood my mistake. I got it. Yeah, I failed. It's so hard. I failed. Say this 4, 5 times. So some people need it 8 times. You just count and see after how many they say, okay. Then the click, something will happen, then I stop doing Tandav. That's it. You just need to know what it is. What it is that will stop the Tandav. They need to hear something.
Hmm.
That's it. Then you can continue failing as long as you know what will stop the Tandav. So that's what I mean end of thinking capacity, right? You can think your way out of this one also, right? You can truly think your way out of this thing also. But we don't. Why we don't? Why don't we think our way out of things? We
Because
can.
of lack of motivation. No, because
It's,
motivation is there.
it's not motivation. It's just that you've become full of shit towards your parents.
Hmm.
You're not looking at it like a organism, man. You're not curious. Oh, this same person was loving towards me. Yesterday they bought me something and they spoke to me with so much love. And today they're doing Tandav. I have control over this. Something I had to press here, something I had to press here. Like my lights were not working, man. So one was going. I found out what the problem is. I fixed the loose contact. Now it's working.
Hmm.
That's all I've been doing. Like from yesterday, I've been thinking, what is this dirty thing on my commode? What is it? Black salts. What are they? Then I realized the water is leaking continuously, and the water here has a lot of salts, dissolved salts. So better use an RO if you live in Mysore.
Hmm.
So you know that those salt water, that salts are getting deposited on it, and then it dawned, yeah, why even with an acid wash it didn't go. So then with a screwdriver it came off.
Hmm.
You have to think about it. You have to understand what it is. You have to touch and feel and understand things, and you have to figure it out. So same way you don't get into that curiosity mode when your father's yelling at you. You start forming shit against them. He's such a bastard for yelling at me. When you get into that mode, you can't solve the problem. Father, spouse, boss, child, sibling. If you keep shit, teacher, guru. If you keep shit against your guru, what you learn? How you learn anything, right? It's very important not to have shit against anybody. Shit against your spouse. How nice is this marriage going to be? It's going to be shit because you start with shit, right? Okay, here's
Ashwin,
a question. Oh,
can you?
sorry. Can I take
Yeah,
this? Or you want to?
yeah. No, I just wanted to ask you, can you reduce the volume for your mic? Because the
Oh,
voice
it's
is,
too high.
yeah, it's a bit,
Booming, huh?
yeah, it's, that red mark which you have on equalizer. It's probably touching that kind of coarse
Okay.
robotic.
It's going course and robotic. It's also because I lost this thing in the shifting.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, the metallic sound. Is this better or should I not speak too
This
loud?
is better.
Is this all right? Is
This is
better?
better. Yeah.
Well, don't make me emotional. Okay, now I'll take this question. I'm going to answer it in a very even tone. Is it possible for motivation to change? If I'm not motivated to do something today, can that change maybe a year later? No. No. This question only comes from somebody who's getting a lot of flack for not being motivated. Okay? You are getting a lot of flack for not being motivated, and then you're creating your own shit against the people who are giving you flack. So it's you reached end of thinking capacity. You're not thinking, how can I make them stop their thunder? That's what's happening. Instead, if you got motivated to get someone else to do what you're not motivated to do, your life would be a bed of roses, bliss, happiness, health, wealth, joy, love, everything would be there. Okay, so don't do this. Don't do this. I will motivate someone, something. No, I will motivate myself to do that thing later, which I don't want to do now. Why you'll do such things? Don't do. Okay. Simply stoutly refuse to do things that you're not motivated to do. Then you're practicing the yoga of being a human being. Because it's simply not possible for everyone to do everything. Everyone is trying to have like 8 hands like Parashakti and try to do things. Like, sorry, Parashakti. They're trying to do things. In each hand, they want an implement. Women's Day comes, you'll see all this. Everyone wants to be Mata Durga. I walk around with Agarbati all day on Women's Day. Don't do. You don't do things. You do a shit job when you're not motivated. Don't say, "Oh, I'm not motivated now. I'll do it later." नहीं होगा भाई. नहीं करना है. क्यों करना है? Why you want to do? Why you need this? It's karma. Take it and throw it out. That karma is over. Finished. It just goes, huh? By the way, you'll be so surprised that suddenly all the idiots are gone from your life. If
Okay.
you stay true to yourself, there is no other guiding light than your true motivation. Only you know what you're motivated to do and what you're not motivated to do. Nobody else can tell you this. And if you're not, you're not. Don't artificially create it. Don't promise the other person that I'm going to do it 1 year later. Just say, I'm not motivated to do this. Can we find someone else to do this job? Relaxed. So if you say, I don't really feel that much love and respect for this person, so maybe I shouldn't be with them. You're right. Don't second guess yourself now. You know in your heart you shouldn't be doing that. I don't think I should be doing this job. You're right. You're not motivated. But don't sit there and make affirmations. I love my job. Then danda only like I don't want anybody to do anything that they're not motivated to do in my presence or in my life. Because if I see that, nothing makes me more angry. I'll beat the shit out of them and kick them out. If they're doing things without motivation. When they really do it from their heart, I will accept their service, love, whatever. It's coming from the heart, you know, because it'll be a good job. Number of sufferings will be low. You won't be saying, oh, my intentions were good. Dun, 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 but my result was little bit defeated because of other people all the time. Hey, band kar bakwas yaar. Enough. You also know you're farting. Everybody knows. Just stop it. So much gas. Can't take it. It's worse than Corona. To listen to people's lies about why they can't do things. So hard. Must be so hard. I'm listening every day. People are telling me why they can't have their life in order, you know. When you're motivated, you really do things. Even if you don't have money, you'll just do it. You'll figure it out if you're really motivated. Because you're trying to do things you're not motivated. Some people are trying to be spiritually evolved more than they are. More than they are. They're trying to not be affected when they are affected. Don't do that one also. No. No, I should let this one go. I should move on. I should let this one go. You can't. Sit and face it. You're a shallow, petty, immature idiot. Oh, I'm a shallow, petty, immature idiot. What a relief. No, I can be shallow, petty, and immature. Until that causes me pain, then only I'll stop it, right? When being shallow, petty, and immature is causing me pain, and I know that, oh, because of shallow, petty, and immature, I have this pain. Right? When you associate it, then you'll stop the shallow, petty, and immature behavior. And you'll behave with dignity and maturity and generosity. Anyone else has any other questions? Because Yuvraj is freezing.
No, I have questions.
Oh, you have? Okay. Go on.
I thought you were going to say something. So
No. I'm done. I think I expressed myself very thoroughly today. Thank you very much.
okay. So for someone whose job is to make sure that other people work towards a goal, what can they do?
What can they do? Find another job, man. Seriously, this is your life. This is what you came on earth to do. To force demotivated people to work. This is your job. I knew someone who had a designation of fun officer. She was supposed to make things fun for the office.
Hmm.
I can't understand this. I can't understand corporate culture. What is up with you guys, man? Why are you all stuck in this? What is wrong with you guys? Oh god, it's so much pain. So much pain. But they're all in denial, right? So they just start smoking or they drink coffee or they eat a lot of junk food and like just like how you're doing an experiment on hamsters, you'll keep all their favorite food to motivate them. Just like that,
Yeah.
they're keeping all their favorite addictions
Yeah.
right there,
Yeah.
like everything you want. All your junk
Internally,
food.
they'll be feeling like crap, but externally, they'll be like working for money or for some other thing which they're telling themselves is what they want.
Yeah, some lies, man. You know, no animal works, but you have to work. Wow, so sad. With all your brain, you have to work and do things you don't want to do. I don't see any animal doing things they don't want to do. Did you see that? Did you see a dog eating something it doesn't want to eat? Never. It's all or nothing with animals, right? But only humans have this semi-motivated, I'll do it, Today, two guys are supposed to come, my plumber and my electrician. And when I call him, he's like, oh, I was waiting for your call. I thought you will tell me when you come back home. So I was just chilling with my friends and I didn't know that you're at home. And shall we do this tomorrow? I said, will you be motivated tomorrow? Like, yeah, 100%. Then, yeah, let's do it when you're motivated. What's the point? I can't do it. Yeah. Told the vacuum cleaner guy, listen, man, my house is such a mess. Can you please get that vacuum cleaner and come? Because I thought buying it from him locally would be faster than going to Amazon and getting and waiting 4 days. But he made me wait 2 days. So I couldn't clean my puja room and put my Nataraja statue for 2 days because no vacuum cleaner. Because it's so dirty, I can't do it by hand. And I didn't find a house help to clean yet. And I'm not motivated to sit and take off layers and layers. When I have a tool, it's fast. Over.
Yeah.
So it's not motivated. So I was like, it's not happening. what to do. I need to attract the right people. I need to be in that energy.
Hmm.
I need to be in that. I need to remember my own power as Jiva. That whatever true desire comes in my heart, the Divine Mother will always send energy to fulfill it. I need to remember this. I started remembering it. And boom, 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 things happened. Something happened. Without exhausting myself, I'm still on this podcast. What a day I've had today, man. But still, I'm here, full energy. Because I'm like, how I got internet, man. I got a gas connection, man, in this country where nobody tells you anything. When I was leaving Himachal Pradesh, I didn't know how to go and surrender my cylinders. Nobody told me this when got the cylinders. I didn't know this. So I didn't surrender my cylinders. And now I cannot have another gas connection until I go to Himachal and surrender my cylinder and get a letter of termination from them. And I still got gas despite that because it didn't end my thinking capacity. So, how can we make this happen? Yeah. Today, the water filter guy comes and then he sees that he can't put a screw on it because after the guy has made the pipe out, then the tiling guy has come and put tiles so thick that half the pipe is inside and he can't put another pipe on top of that. Something he told me, right? I said, I'm sure you know how to solve this problem. He said, You're right, I do. You just encourage people. When you don't know the answer, you encourage people. It's, I could have asked him, Why the hell are you telling me this if you already knew how to fix it? Because he wants that encouragement and appreciation. That's why he ran into my podcast today, because he wants to be appreciated. So I'm going to call him and appreciate him. So, you did a great job. Except the last bit when you walked into my podcast. So all people want to hear is good work, well done. That's amazing, fantastic. Oh my God. Amaze balls. Just collect all this vocabulary and appreciate people and they'll do things for you, man. Because that's what they want. I also want. I like to read all comments. Oh, this changed my life. I'm like, oh, it changed your life. Okay. All right. What else did it? What else did it do? Tell me, tell me. Everybody wants to know, so it's all right, man. You like it. Why you don't give it to others? I can't really appreciate you because I don't know whether you'll reject my appreciation. There's nobody in this world will reject your appreciation if it's coming from a good place. If you're really genuinely appreciating something, right? But if you have some ulterior motives and you're simply appreciating, okay? This girl who's a bad painter but really nice figure, putting up bad paintings every day, and you're like, so beautiful paintings, so nice. That's stupid. She knows. She knows. She knows why you're saying that. To get into her pants. But it's not working. Don't do that. Fake shit. Appreciate someone for real. And that's good. And don't accept false admiration. I don't accept false admiration. I get plenty of it. I don't accept it. That's the one which you should reject. You'll know when it's false. Something inside you tells, I'm not that. Why are you saying I'm that? I'm not that. So you reject it. I don't give false appreciation. If I really tell someone that they did good work, it's because they really did good work. Go to Google and see my reviews. Everything. Only if they did good, I say they did good. This sense is very important, guys. If we go on telling ourselves we're doing good when we're not doing good, you'll never do good. I hope that makes sense. So stop telling yourself you're doing good when you're not doing good. And stop telling others they're doing good when they're not doing good. Keep it real. So important. Anybody got a
we
question?
need
Yeah.
we need feedback to function properly, to know
Yeah.
that we're on the right track.
Yes. That's the reason we want to be appreciated. We don't want to be appreciated, actually. We need feedback. And if the feedback is good, then we get reward chemicals in our brain. But we should not go and look for appreciation. It's
Mm.
not important. What's important is accurate feedback. You should be ready to listen that you're shit when you're shit. You should be able to ready to listen to that. I'm ready. If I'm shit about something, someone tells me that I'm shit, I'll evaluate it. Am I really shit? If I am shit, then I'll accept it, you know. That's what my dad taught me. He said, somebody calls you donkey. You check, do I have four legs? Am I braying? Then you are a donkey. Then there's nothing to get offended. And if you check, I have two legs, I'm walking like a human being, I'm awesome, then you have nothing to be offended either because he's wrong. So what? A lot of people are wrong. So what? Leave it. Why you need it in your brain? Yeah, so simple advice. I liked it. I follow it to the T. And you all should, whoever's listening to this. Stop reacting when people call you a donkey. Evaluate. Am I a donkey? Yes or no? No. Okay, no. Then move on. How do you evaluate? By your results, not by asking someone else, what do you think? You test your results. Are you getting results like a donkey? Are people coming and putting dhobi loads on your back? Then you're a donkey. I don't know why donkeys are associated with dhobis. Nowadays they deliver it in the car, man.
Yeah. Or on
Anyway,
bikes.
yeah, or on bikes or whatever.
Okay. So, uh, what do you think about motivational videos? People watching motivational videos.
I think they're the biggest liars. First of all, the guys who make it, they're also lying because they know they can't motivate anyone. They've been doing it for years, right? Someone like Tony Robbins and all, they're motivational speakers. They've been doing it for years. They don't know that nobody got motivated. They don't know. Of course they know. They know. So they're liars, right? Anyone who calls himself motivational speaker, you're in a lying profession, man. Watch it and see how many people don't do shit after they do your program. Can you please check that out? Stop talking about how great your ratings are. They're not even motivated to rate you. So people are only like they catch the few people who could help, and then they start believing that this is the result. Hello, result has to be for everyone, not for 5% of your, your followers. They would get results anyway, right? That's why I think it's a vile profession. Motivation. It's a vile profession. VILE. Vile. And the people who go to motivational speakers, you're also equally vile. Vile meets vile. Good job. Okay, let's see. We have a question about this wild topic. I want to share about my experience of motivation. Once I was not motivated to work in one bank, and this has reached maximum saturation. Within 3 months, I got a new opportunity in Bank B. When I decided to move from Bank A, I don't know how this miracle happened, but it happened. Can you tell me how this miracle happened? It's Mahakameshwari's blessing, man. What else? Isme kya hai? Don't get your pajamas in a twist. Miracles happen. That's what we are here for, to experience that miracle of being, that extraordinary state of being where miracles happen. That's why we're here. It happens in everyone's life. There's nothing to explain here. It happens when you truly have sincerity, and sincerity is nothing but having a unconflicted intention. That's it. When you have an unconflicted intention saying, I want to get out of this bank, miracles happen. You'll be out of that bank. I want to get out of this relationship. Miracles happen and you'll be out of that relationship. What else do you want to get out of? I want to get out of this disease. Miracles happen, you'll get out of that disease. You know? I want to get out of this jail. Someone's put you in jail. I've seen people come out of jail just like that. Because they have this conflicted intention that they should be out. They don't know how. You don't need to know how. That's not your job. You don't need to know how. That's Mahakameshwari's job. She put the intention in you, she'll fulfill it. Why are you worried? You don't have to do anything. So we got a whole lot of junk teachings that if we're not up and motivated, who will do all this job? Look at this idiot. I get things done, man. I'm not talking out of my hat. I get things done. I mean, I'm effective. I have results to speak. I'm not chumma of talking something. You know, I'm not bullshitting you guys. I practice what I preach. Okay, that's my power. There's a power that most of these motivational speakers don't have. They're only depressed. Do you know how many motivational speakers come to me and ask if I can teach them some breathing exercise to feel better? Lots. Anyway, that's life. There is lies here. This is not heaven. This is earth. Lies are there. But they lead to shit. You should realize that. Just stop lying. Stop lying about how much you love something when you don't love it. Then you'll be good. Like Samir, he was honest that I don't like this bank. I don't want to be here. And he got another bank, Bank B. Same, same. I don't like this partner. I don't want to be here. Boom. You get partner B. Miracle. We had to be sincere about it. Sincere is having an unconflicted intention. If you have conflicts in that intention, saying, but if I leave this partner, then this will happen, and then that will happen, then nothing will happen. If you have 10 conflicts in it, objections to your own intention. It's a special kind of word, no? Should be there for this kind of stupidity. People who object to their own success. What is that word then? Bass.
What do you think about? Shall I ask a question?
I got an amazing question from somebody who's ambidextrous. Sir, how to awake? Put alarm bras. Put it. I also do this. But sometimes when you're really motivated, no, you'll awake by yourself. You'll wake up. Have you seen that happen? When you really have an exciting day to look after, look out for, somebody tells you something. So for my birthday, I had a couple of my students with me, and I told them, tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm going to do something really special, and we'll go to meet Babaji in Babaji's temple. Not slept the whole night, and they're out before me because excitement. Okay, be super excited, and that's when you'll be awake. If you're motivated, you'll be awake only, man. You can't sleep if you're motivated. You can't sit if you're motivated. You can't do it. No, you'll be awake. Don't worry. Things will be wake up. Okay. Otherwise, there's a technique. It's like this. First left hand, pachak. Then right hand, pachak. Okay. Hit yourself. Didn't work the first time. Do 10 repetitions. Didn't work. Do 10 more. Suddenly you'll be awake. So simple. Okay. Hope I answered your question. Yes, Yuvraj, you have a question.
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay, what do you think about this idea of tough love?
Tough love. Slap people. I love it. I think we should all slap people who are not who are lying or not motivated. But you shouldn't slap them just for you to feel better, right? So you should understand when to slap someone. If you don't understand that, then you'll get a sense of power by just slapping them for no reason. then they'll become very demotivated. Then their whole life will be about making you uh, pay them back for that suffering. You'll have to pay for it. So you should know when to be. it- It's very tough. It's called tough love because people don't love hearing the truth. When someone tells you the truth, you're like, oh my god, always telling the truth. Why can't you give me a break, man? Why can't you just sit quietly and bless everyone? I have to practice that. Oh, you like my answer? Okay, great. That's good. Now you can be awake. Hmm. Hey, you're ambidextrous. You can use both hands. Equal force. Good job. Okay. I
Okay.
will slap myself a lot, man. I'm not telling you to do things that I have not done. Only by slapping myself, telling myself the truth, and oh, that sucked, Ashwin. Oh, this sucked, Ashwin. This sucked, Ashwin. And that's how I stop sucking, right? There's another set of creatures who go on telling themselves that they suck just to feel high. They're not sincere, okay? They don't have this क्या बोलते हैं unconflicted intention. They don't have this unconflicted intention to do something. They just got a lot of conflicts, a lot of opposition, a lot of objections to their own intention. And then they keep criticizing themselves just so that you feel high. One part of yourself feels that it's superior to other part of yourself, and then your brain releases serotonin somehow by not your brain, your intestines release serotonin somehow, but your brain is unable to accept it because you don't have that many receptors because you didn't actually earn it. So it's all reuptaken. It's all taken back. All the serotonin. Then you'll feel a lower serotonin. Now you're a hungry ghost. You want appreciation. पल भर के लिए कोई मुझे प्यार कर ले झूठा ही सही. This is your life then. Love me even if it's fake. It's all right. The idiot who wrote those lyrics. ये देखो ये सोने पे सुहागा देख लो यार. How to convince family members for yogic life. Before that, there should be why to convince family members for yogic life. You want to live a yogi lifestyle, you live it. Why you need your family along with you? Yogis are carrying family on their back. Huh? Mahathir Babaji and his parents. Do you see them in the background? Huh? Shiva and his in-laws. Convince family for yogic life.
Uh, can you use negative emotions like anger, fear, jealousy, etc., to motivate yourself, or can you convert them into some sort of positive emotions so that
I
you
feel
work?
that we get all these emotions when we're not motivated. We get all these negative emotions when we're not really following our motivation. They're all excuses to not do the job. So much time no anger, fear, jealousy, etc. waste, right? When do you get into action? Do they? Anybody who's afraid will take action or what? Angry people are taking action or what? No, they're just getting angry and wasting time. So I don't think motivation is about being angry. It's about not wasting time. Get to the point, finish things, get results. Because you can't live without those results. You just can't. The results are important for you. Then what? You don't have time to be angry, sad. Angry, sad, jealous. You don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. If you have so much time, you're not motivated. You're doing things that you're not meant to be doing. That's why you're getting angry. You're expecting shit that cannot come, like milk from a bull. Whatever the hell you were pulling, they're not teats. And whatever the hell you got, it's not milk. Because bulls don't produce milk. Yeah. Trying to pluck guavas from a mango tree, where you'll get it. So that's what you're trying to do. Why don't you admit it? Admit it. Once you admit it, you'll be fine. Oh, yeah. I was expecting a swine to value a pearl. Sorry. You swine, I pearl, I go where I'm valued. You sit in your mess. Take- You can go where you're valued. How is it so hard? Make it hard, like you say. You get angry. You are not valuing me despite me being so valuable. But that person is a swine. Now what to do? Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do or say will make that person value you. You can't force anyone to value you. That's why you get angry. People are not valuing me. People are not giving me what I deserve. They're not giving you because either there's a possibility you're not that valuable, or if you are really valuable, it's pearls before swine. It's one of these two. That's it. Analyze it, understand it. If you're the problem, fix yourself. If they're the problem, fix it. Get rid of them. What's there to get angry or jealous or sad or any of these negative emotions? Yeah? That means you're not sincere. If you're feeling anger, sadness, anything, you're not sincere. Hard to hear just before dinner, but I hope you can digest it. Anyone else wants digestion aids? Ask questions.
Okay. Does does the environment play any role in affecting our motivation?
Yeah, of course. Environment is very important. You need a tension-free environment. Who asked you to go get married and produce 3 kids and think that you want happiness also? The moment you get married and produce 2 kids, you should give up happiness. You say, I don't want this. I don't want happiness. I made my choice. Now I'm trying to find happiness in the middle of that. I tell people like you can have marriage or you can have happiness, or you can have a job or you can have happiness. You're trying to have both. Like you know what I mean, like a corporate job where nobody values you. I'm not talking about a job where you're valued and you get to do what you want to do. That's a different job. People join some job just for money, man. Like today, somebody was trying to join a job. I have a job right now. I need a cook. She was trying to join just for the money, and then she's making all sorts of excuses. She asked some exorbitant rates also, and she's trying to solve her money problems with my job, but it won't work. I said, listen, you want to solve your money problem with my job, and I want you to solve my health problem with your job. So I don't think you're going to be able to do it. Because if I don't eat good food, I'll have a health problem. You see, I never had all this. This is not having proper food for more than 2 months now. Because I've been traveling, looking for a house. Finally, I found a nice house that I like, and I have to repair all this. Otherwise, it will soon turn into fatty liver, right? So I need this person to solve my impending health problem by being my cook and cooking food like the way I like it. When you go to restaurants and you tell them no oil, they'll slather it with butter and give you because they love your liver so much. I wrote a review today for one hotel here. I said one visit and one meal is enough to give you fatty liver. I've been eating in such places. That's why I have this. So it's a problem. I'm very motivated to solve it. I'm going to solve it. And I'll get results. And you'll see results in the upcoming podcast. This won't be there. So I'm not sad, angry, jealous. I'm motivated.
Okay.
There's a lot of people who have this, but they're not motivated. I wonder why. Because I'm sure Mahakameshwari doesn't want you to have a hanging, sagging belly. I'm sure that's not why she sent you on this earth. They don't do anything about it. Because they're so busy with angry, sad, jealous. Fear. Fear, angry, jealous, sad. Forges. Busy with forges. So, stop being a fudge. Stop your fudges.
Okay. I was going to ask you how to cultivate a good environment.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How to cultivate a good environment? First, clean out all the shit and then rearrange it in a functional manner. So, starts by recognizing the shit. Step number one, everyone take notes. Step number one, recognize that which parts of your environment are shit. Step number two, clean it. Clean that shit. Clean it out. Throw out all the people who don't cooperate with your sincerity. Actually, step number zero, become sincere. Have an intention to have a clean environment. That is important. Don't keep wavering on flickering on that. If you flicker on that intention, you're never going to have a clean environment. That's enough. Actually, step number zero is enough. Then you'll do step 3, 4, 5, 6, and you'll get it done. That's it. Finished over. Easy. Peasy. Easy peasy. Find your sincerity. How to find your sincerity? I'm sure you are motivated to have a good environment. Everybody is now. Which Mike Kalal comes here saying, I want to have a bad environment. Who came here to suffer? No, I am suffering. I am suffering. I came here to suffer. Who does this? Nobody. Everybody has a great mission. When they have the right environment, then it comes out. Why not make having the right environment your priority? So things can come out of you, or you can be great. Isn't it? Yeah, that's it, man. You guys are too much about the how. I'm all about the why. Forget the how, it'll work itself out. You can't know all the hows. Be clear about the why. If you know why you're doing something, then you'll do it. And the why is always that because we are making our lives easier collectively from each other. Long back, I had done a program where I had, like Fajis had made something called cars, SSS. I don't know, some anger, something, something. I don't even remember. But Fajis is better. But Kunal remembers the gas. I've been trying to teach people for so long, man. I thought actually, like many motivational speakers, I thought that I'm going to motivate people. That didn't work out very well. But at least I'm not lying about it. Nobody got motivated. So if anybody needs motivation and they're consuming content from other people on motivation, I mean, not content like mine, because I'm saying the truth. Content that says that you can be motivated, that kind of content. If they, if they, if they're trying to consume that kind of content, good luck, man. Good luck, man. Good luck. It's not going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. You're just wasting your time. You're wasting your lifetime, your life force. Just going. And you'll be like a potato. You won't even grow roots like a potato. You'll just be a potato. Eventually, you'll decay. All potatoes decay. Then you die. Anyway, see, all my lessons only. Satya, step one, be honest. I feel like that Hansel and Gretel, no? They left a trail of stones so that they can find their way back. I see, I've already done all this stuff long back. I was so motivated to motivate people. Now I'm not. I say, this problem is so big, right? Must be very hard. That's what they want to hear. Your problem is so it's bigger than my abilities as Parampara Adhikari of 6 yoga schools of immortality. I can't handle it, man. It's beyond my capacity. What a problem. So sad. People don't need any reason to crash. Because crashing is so much fun when other people say, oh, so sad. They want to hear that stuff. So I give it to them. I give them so much that they say, enough, we are leave, man. I just, I just, I can't feel sad for myself anymore the way you're making fun of me. And I'm like, oh, okay. If someone's sadness changes to anger, then you're doing the right thing. But they're not. They're not. They'll just come back. For me, all I want is my way out of there. So I just say that now, just a little bit. I say, so sad. Yeah, it's beyond my capacity to help you. But don't worry. There's nobody in this world who has as much problem as you. You're at least you're number one in something. You're the biggest problem in the world. It's not. It's not plastic. No, it's not. It's you. You have the biggest problem in the world. Global warming is because of you. Okay, guys. There's no more questions. I'm gonna go eat.
Yeah.
Who has
I don't have any
questions?
question. Yeah.
You don't have any
People,
questions. Audience, do you have any more questions? I hope you're not feeling motivated now after listening. People go to motivation lectures and then they feel motivated after that for 3 minutes. I hope you're not doing any of that shit. Okay. If you're not motivated, the reason is that you are lying. Stop the lies, find the truth, be motivated, be free. It's all in your hands. You don't need a guru for this. You don't need me. For this, I'll sit like this. Okay, take photo. I never get the angle right. How do they do it? This is better. Take this photo. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for being a patient audience and listening to all my nonsense. What is it next week? We're doing something next week also, right? Guys, uh, remember 7:30 Thursdays, you're going to learn something about the mind. Yuvraj just started something quite amazing. Uh, I feel that Yuvraj brings out the best in me also. So, great job, man. All right. Do you have anything to say, Yuvraj?
Yes, if you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and click the
Yeah.
like button.
Yeah.
And
Motivate
if you're watch-
yourself.
and if you're watching on Facebook, hit the like button.
Hit the like button, share it. More and more people need to hear this and stop living their dong. Yes, no more dongs. Let's be a dong free society. Okay, great. All right. Smithy says, awesome session. Thank you, Smithy. Everybody else is too shocked to say anything. You can say it's okay. Genuine appreciation if you have any. Otherwise, I'm going to genuinely appreciate my stomach by giving it some food, which is again cooked by miserable people who know nothing about health. Okay, Divya says, got value. Thank you, Divya. Okay, see you guys. See you. Have a great night. And see you next week. Thanks, Yuvraj. Bye.
Bye.
All right.